Zero Limits: The Secret Hawaiian System for Wealth, Health, Peace, and More. Written by Joe Vitale and Dr. Hewlin. Table of Contents. Title page. Introduction. The Secret of the Universe. In 2006, I wrote an article titled "The World's Most Unusual Therapist." It was about a psychologist who helped heal an entire ward of mentally ill criminals without ever seeing any of them professionally. He used an unusual healing method from Hawaii. Until 2004, I had never heard of him or this method. I searched for 2 years before I found him. I then learned his method and wrote that now famous article. That article swept the internet. It was posted on news group and emailed to huge list of people from all walks of life. My own list at www.mrfire.com loved it and passed it on to tens of thousands of others. They in turn forwarded it to family and friends. I estimate about 5 million people saw that article. Everyone who read it found it hard to believe. Some were inspired, some were skeptical, all wanted more. This book is a result of their desire and my quest. Even if you're a veteran of the 5 year step in my earlier book, The Attractor Factor, you may not understand the incredible insight I'm about to reveal to you here, at least not at first glance. The simple process I'm going to share in this book will help explain why I've been able to manifest some huge accomplishments without actually trying to make them happen. Here are a few of them. My Nightingale Cornet audio program. The power of outrageous marketing happened after I quit pounding on their door for 10 years. How did I go from homeless to poverty to struggling writer to published author to best selling author to internet marketing guru with no plan at all? My desire to attract a BMW Z3 sports car led to me being inspired with an internet marketing idea no one had ever thought of before, which made me $22,500 in one day and $250,000 in a year or so. My desire to buy and move into a Texas hill country estate when I was broke and going through a divorce led me creating a new business that brought me $50,000 in one day. My huge weight loss of 80 pounds occurred after I gave up and opened myself to a new way to achieve my desire. My appearance in a hit movie, The Secret, happened without my begging, pleading, intending, or orchestrating anything at all. My appearance on Larry King Live in November 2006 and again in March 2007 happened without my ever intending it. As I write these words, Hollywood hotshots are talking about turning my book, The Attractor Factor, into a movie, and still others are negotiating to get me my own television programs. The list could go on, but you get the idea. I have many miracles happening in my life. But why are they happening? I was once homeless. Today, I am a best selling author, internet celebrity, and multimillionaire. Haven't a lot of other people done those same things and yet not achieved success? What's different? If you look at the accomplishments I've listed with a critical eye, you might see that none of them were directly created by me. In fact, they were all in common with the spirit of divine planning with me. Planning. If you look at all the accomplishments I've listed with a critical eye, you might see that none of them were directly created by me. In fact, what they all have in common is a spirit of divine planning, with me a sometimes unwilling participant. Let me explain this another way. Towards the end of 2006, I taught a seminar called Beyond Manifestation, in brackets www.beyondmanifestation.com, which is heavily influenced by what I learned after I discovered the mysterious Hawaiian therapist and his method. In that event, I asked everyone to list all the ways they knew how to manifest or attract something in their life. They said things like affirmations, visualizations, intentions, body awareness methods, feeling the end result, scripting, emotional freedom technique, EFT, or tapping, and many, many more. Once the group inventoried every single way they could come up with to or create their own reality, I asked them if those ways worked all the time without exception. Everyone agreed they did not always work. Well, why not? I asked them. No one could say for sure. I then hit the group with my observation. All of those ways have limitations, I declared. They are toys your mind plays with to keeping you thinking you're in charge. The truth is, you are not in charge. And the real miracles come when you let go of the toys and trust in a place inside yourself where there are zero limits. I told them that when you want to be in life is behind all of those toys, which is behind the chatter of the mind, and right there with what we call divine. I went on to explain that there are at least three stages to life, beginning with you as victim, then moving on to you as the creator of your life, and ending, if you're lucky, with you becoming servant to the divine. In the last stage, which I'll discuss later in this book, astonishing miracles happen almost without you trying. Earlier today, I interviewed a goals expert for my Hypnotic Gold membership program. In brackets, see www.hypnoticgold.com. He has written a dozen books and sold millions of copies of them. He knows how to teach people how to set goals. Most of this philosophy revolves around having a burning desire to accomplish something. But that's an incomplete strategy. I asked him what he suggested when someone can't find the motivation to set a goal, let alone complete it. If I knew that, he began, I'd be able to solve most of the problems in the world. He went on to say that you have to be hungry to achieve a goal. If you aren't, you won't keep up the discipline needed to focus on it and work towards it. But what if you're not hungry enough? I asked. Then you won't reach your goal. How do you make yourself hungry or motivated? He couldn't answer. And that's the rub. At a certain point of all self help and goal setting program field, they come up against the troubling fact that if someone isn't ready to achieve something, they won't maintain the energy needed to manifest it. They'll quit. Everyone knows this experience from setting resolutions on January 1st and forgetting them by January 2nd. The good intentions were there, but something deeper wasn't in alignment with the conscious desires. So, how do you take care of that deeper state that isn't hungry? That's where the Hawaiian method you learn in this book comes in handy. It helps clean the unconscious, which is where the block resides. It helps dissolve the hidden programs that keep you from attaining your desires, whether wealth, whether health, happiness, or anything else. It all happens inside you. I'll explain all of this in the book you are holding right now. For now, consider this. There is a quote from Tor, Norretranders book, The User's Illusion, that sums up the essence of the mental roller coaster ride you're about to embark on. The universe began when nothing saw itself in the mirror. I repeat, the universe began when nothing saw itself in the mirror. In short, zero limits is about returning to the zero state when nothing exists. But anything is possible. In the zero state, there are no thoughts, words, deeds, memories, programs, beliefs, or anything else. Just nothing. But one day, nothing saw itself in the mirror and you were born. From there, you created and unconsciously absorbed and accepted beliefs, programs, memories, thoughts, words, deeds, and more. Many of these programs go all the way back to the beginning of existence itself. The whole purpose of this book is to help you to experience wonder moment by moment. From the place, miracles like the ones I described will happen to you. They'll be unique to you, and they'll be just as marvelous, magical, and miraculous. My experience of the spiritual rocket ship into power beyond comprehension has been almost indescribable. I have success beyond my wildest dreams. I have new skills, and my level of love for myself and the world is on a level of understanding words often fail to describe. I live in a near constant state of awe. Let me put it this way: everyone has a lens through which they view the world. Religions, philosophies, therapies, authors, speakers, gurus, and candlestick makers all perceive the world through a particular mindset. What you learn in this book is how to use a new lens to dissolve all the other lenses. And once you've succeeded, you'll be at the place I call zero limits. Please understand that this is the first book in history to reveal this updated Hawaiian method for healing called self identity Ho'oponopono. But also, please understand that this is just one man's experience with the method, mine. While this book is written with the blessing of the therapist who taught me the amazing method, everything to follow is written through my lens, my own lens of the world. To fully understand self identity Ho'oponopono, you need to attend a weekend training and experience it yourself. Trainings are listed at www.ho'oponopono.org and www.zerolimits.info. Finally, the entire essence of this book can be summed up in one phrase, a phrase you will learn to use, a phrase that reveals the ultimate secret of the universe, a phrase that I want to say to you and the divine right now. I love you. Take a ticket and have a seat. The train into your soul is about to take off. Hold on to your hat. I love you. Aloha, no vau aioi, Dr. Joe Vitale, Au Akua, Austin, Texas.